first thing I want to do right off the bat is I want to take my Sierra and I want to ascend her. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and look at the Legendary Arcanas that I have sitting here. So here's what we're going to do. First thing is we're going to use the dupe to ascend her. That will activate her trait, and that will grant her more Vengeful Spirit stacks. That's going to be awesome. She's going to be so much better now than she was. Of course, she's going to be so much stronger, right, with her trait activated, and that was really, really cool. The next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and look at these Awaken Legendary Arcanas. They're Hierarchy Soul Arcanas, but I like to call them Legendary Arcanas, right? Because they're used to ascend legendaries. And right now I have two. So what I want to do here is I want your input. Let me know who you think I should use it on. Hello everybody, my name is BearCozy, and today we're doing an account update. But first things first, we need to grab our Sierra. So if you don't know me, if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is BearCozy. I like to make not only entertaining but also educational videos, and I like to have a good time while I play the game. I also have a screaming bird in the back because he likes to be a part of every single video. So what I want to do today is I want to actually, without delay, I want to grab Sierra. That's going to be the first thing I want to do. And this makes it my second Sierra. That's going to be awesome. I also get 50 Stardust and one more Advanced Summoning Crystal. It's not a lot, but there she is. There, I believe that's my third copy of Sierra, which is awesome. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at my roster. We're going to go through all of that. Let me grab some of this as well. Hopefully by now you have purchased yourself the Magic Pass to get Sierra because she's amazing. If you have not, you still have time, and I would very strongly encourage you to do so. Here's what I want to do. Let's go ahead and congratulations on your strong hero. Yes, maybe, but later. So here's what I want to do. Let's go ahead and look at my roster. Here is my low spend roster, and I'm starting to get quite a bit of heroes, quite a bit of legendaries, and quite a bit of epics. So right now for legendaries, this is what I have. I actually have 15, which is surprising. It's going to be one less after I upgrade Sierra. I have Gangelo. I got Cyrus. Cyrus was a fusion. Gangelo, I just got super lucky. I've pulled multiple copies of Gangelo. Super, super lucky. Just like Sierra. Super lucky there. Cyrus is a fusion. Evira, I believe, was from the Magic Pass. Brand was from the Magic Pass. That was the very first month that I started playing, and I almost missed him, but I think with about 5 or 6 days left, I decided to purchase it, and I got him. Garel, I got lucky as well during the Garel summoning event. Flarence, during the Flarence summoning event. Garonal as well. I've been getting really lucky getting the targeted legendaries. Blackhorn was just a recent summon from the limited summon pool. That was really, really cool. Opal was a Opal event summon. That was the boosted summon for Opal, and it took me right to Mercy, as well as some of these other ones. I believe Garonal, and I did not go to Mercy with Garonal. Her and Light Zachary I got in the same 10 pull, and I believe I only pulled about 70 shards. Hydricia, of course, was from the Magic Pass as well, and then I got a couple of other copies of her as well. So she's coming along pretty good. Mathasia, don't remember. I think Magic Pass. Yeah, I think the Magic Pass before this one, they start to blend in after a while, and Hector was on the Magic Pass. So about half of them I got on the Magic Pass, and the rest I got kind of lucky. This was just Molex was a random YOLO. Gangelo was a random YOLO as well, multiple times. Kind of strange, but that's the way it is. I got 15 legendaries. I want to go through and combine some of the dupes, and I want to show you my epics first. So my epics, Azrina, of course, from the Covenant, free to play. Nathalia was free to download, and then the rest of Nathalia, I think I've actually pulled one copy of Nathalia. That was my only pull. The rest of her Ascensions came from the Awaken Soul Arcanas from the Endless Trial. I've been doing Endless Trial and getting the Awaken Soul Arcanas, and that is how I was able to ascend her to 5-star or 6-star. Santis, of course, is basically the same way. I used about 3 Arcanas on her because I'm having a hard time pulling her. Orakh from the Covenant, good free-to-play option. Azrina is okay. Anything 11 and under, dungeons stages 11 and under, she's actually okay. Antonua was free with a $5 purchase. I made my purchase of the Magic Pass. I believe that counted, and then she was free. Zatlux, of course, came from the Covenant as well. Hakron was a fusion. Lunar Mel, I've actually got a few copies. I'm surprised. I have gotten so many Lunar Mel copies. It's kind of cool. So I want to go through, and some of these other guys, Erendil was a random pull. Urzak was a random pull. I believe Bruzak was a random pull. And William actually came from the newbie summons along with Zatlux. William and Zatlux were my two best heroes. They were in the newbie summons in the 10 pull. And instead of choosing one Lego, I think my only legendary was Hydrisia. Instead of choosing one Lego, I ended up going with two really good epics, and that was Zatlux and William. And the rest of them just kind of came over time. My newest additions are, I have one more copy of Lightwind Zack. We're going to ascend him together. I have Jacob. I just got Jacob not too long ago, and I just got Marion Shadowblood not too long ago, and I actually got two of her all within a week of each other, which has been interesting. Haven't been able to pull any Dark Heroes at all, and then I got two copies of her in the same week, or right about there. So, first things first, let's go ahead and go through the legendaries together. What I want to do, here's what I want to do. First thing I want to do right off the bat is I want to take my Sierra and I want to ascend her. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and look at the Legendary Arcanas that I have sitting here. So, here's what we're going to do. First thing is we're going to use the dupe to ascend her. That will activate her trait, and that will grant her more Vengeful Spirit stacks. That's going to be awesome. She's going to be so much better now than she was. Of course, she's going to be so much stronger, right, with her trait activated, and that was really, really cool. The next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and look at these Awaken Legendary Arcanas. They're Hierarchy Soul Arcanas, but I like to call them Legendary Arcanas, right, because they're used to ascend legendaries. And right now I have two. I have gotten both of these from the not the Endless Trial, but the Arena. I've gotten both of these from the Arena, and that you can get from the Bartender. So if you go look at the Bartender, they are there. Right now, mine is sold out, but if you look at the Arena shop, it is there, and it is available after the season resets. So you don't get too many of these, but you can get them. And that's how I got both of them, and I've been saving them. So what I want to do here is I want your input. Let me know who you think I should use it on. Here are my legendaries. Right now, I have 14 legendaries, and my options are, of course, Gangelo. He is already 3-star ascended. I don't think he needs any more, but of course, they won't hurt. He's an amazing hero. The next one is Sierra. I can use either one or both on Sierra. Cyrus, I'm going to skip. Cyrus is okay. Evira is good. However, Evira I'm not using right now. She's not geared. Her trait is on her A2, so maybe if I use both of the Legendary Arcanas on her, she will be able to, she will hit a lot harder. And of course, she is amazing. I'm just not using her. I probably need to take somebody else's gear, maybe Garel's gear, put it on Evira and use her there. And so right now, I am thinking possibly Brand. Brand is really, really good because her trait activated gives everyone a shield worth 10% of his max health. And that will help, right? So it doubles his shield because right now it's 5% and then it goes to 10. So it does double his shield. He's really good. As I've mentioned, the other option is Evira, Brand. I wasn't looking at ascending anybody else, maybe potentially Blackhorn. I'm not sure. I haven't used Blackhorn enough. And I don't really know if he needs his ascension. The character's abilities heal them for 8% of max health. And ascended, it's 15%. So if I ascend him, the 15% max health will keep him alive a lot longer, and that means he doesn't need a revival set, but you can also put him in a nice revival set, and that will offset the unascension as well. So he is my other option as well. He's my favorite looking hero at the moment. And then the other one that I have not used, I have not built yet, is Hector. I just built 360s, and I have not done anything with him. I just ran out of resources. But Hector is another option. So right now, there are my 4 options. Maybe I can use Hector in the guild boss as well. He is pretty good. However, he's not my primary choice. So my 5 options are either use the 2 Legendary Arcanas on Gangelo, use them on Evira so I can use her in Hard Void Tower, as well as Arena because she's a really good nuker, right? I can use Evira and Sierra back to back, and that should destroy everybody. The other option is Brand. I'm thinking for dungeons, for harder dungeons, because his shield scale with his A2 Ascension, and that will give my team a lot more survivability. And then maybe potentially, I haven't decided if I want to do Blackhorn, if I want to do Methasia. I haven't used them enough, and I'm a big fan of just taking it slow, testing my heroes, and make sure that there's something that I like, finding a groove with them and seeing if they really need it. Because if I find a groove and they don't need their Ascensions, I typically don't like to get them. So I want your input. Let me know who you think I should use the 2 Legendary Arcanas on. My 5 options are Gangelo, Sierra, Evira, Brand, and then I'm possibly thinking either Blackhorn or Hector. Those are my options. And then, of course, you could pick any one of these. Opal's Ascension is on A5. Hydricia's Ascension, I think I already got. However, on her 3rd Ascension, she is going to get the extra speed. So that's going to help her in Banker as well as some other dungeons. Right now, she's just too slow and she's not geared. But what I wanted to continue doing is, since we got through that, we got Sierra out of the way. Let's go look at my epics. It's time to use some of the duplicates on the epics. Erendil, sadly, does not have an epic. I don't think he does. I still have 2 Awaken Soul Arcanas that I'm saving. I like to have a nice reserve for later on. However, Jacob, I believe Jacob has a copy. We can go ahead and use Jacob. There we go. Got another copy of Jacob. That'll give him some more health, and that's going to be awesome. So right now, he's sitting at 9,500, and if we ascend him, that is going to take him right to, let's see what that takes him to, over 10K, probably 10.5, maybe 11. Let's see where he is. That gives him a little bit more health. I'd like to get one more copy of Jacob for the added speed. He will scale a little bit better with speed. Let's see what we got going on here. So that takes him over to 10.15. So that's not too high. He added about 600, not a whole lot, but it does help him a little bit, give him a little more survivability. And then I think some of the other heroes, I think Lightwing Zack. I just got Lightwing Zack. And of course, with Light and Dark heroes, you cannot use the Awakened Soul Arcanas. That's just not going to work. You need their own duplicates. You need their own copies. So this is going to be really, really nice. This is my 2nd copy. Surprisingly, my only light heroes that I've pulled. And he is one of them. And I'm kind of surprised I've been able to get multiple copies of this guy instead of getting other heroes. 50% chance of gaining a bonus turn upon taking damage. Critical Strike deals 30% less damage to this character. So he's going to be really good on arena defense whenever I can build him. And he's going to be really, really good with Brand. That is why I was thinking to double ascend Brand and get him his A2 going for those extra shields. The other couple of heroes I have, I don't think I have any more Gahars. Now, I do have the 2 Awakened Soul Arcanas sitting here. And that means all my other epics are going to be glowing because they're available to use on just about anybody. I believe Urzag, I don't have another copy. Let's take a look. Nope. But I think I do have one last copy of Orakh. I am going to use that on him, and that's going to be really, really good. And now, oh wow, I got 2. So now I have one too many copies of Orakh, which is really, really nice. All of these copies of Orakh came from the bartender, and they came just from completing the events. And he's a really good free-to-play option, especially in Roaring Tulpa. And I actually made a video a while back on how to get all of these copies, how to get him ascended all the way without pulling him, without needing any shards. You can actually purchase them all from the bartender. Check out that full video. I'll try to link it while I'm editing. I will try to link the thumbnail during editing if I remember correctly, and I will link it in the description as well if I remember as well. The rest of these heroes, sometimes I forget. That's the only reason I say that. I try my best to remember, but sometimes I forget. The rest of these heroes, I'm really not looking to ascend. I have an extra copy of Nathalia. Not sure what to do with her. I have an extra copy of Santis. My Santis is upgraded all the way. This guy's actually pretty good. I've seen some good arena comps with Andre. I'm not itching to build him. I am low on resources since I've built a lot of my other heroes. And then some of these other guys like Magnar, he's actually used for fusion. Vance, I believe, is used for fusion as well, which is the synthesis. However, I do see one more copy of Lunar Mel, so let's go ahead and do that. I believe this copy gives her extra speed. Yes, this is the copy that gives her extra speed. Surprising to me, I've been able to pull, what is this, 4 copies? 5 Lunar Mels. That is kind of shocking. I'm surprised, considering I don't pull that many shards and I don't really have a whole lot of light epics. I'm surprised that I haven't been pulling other light epics. But as you can see, Lunar Mel right now, I use in arena and she's at 200 speed. She's very, very fast, and that is going to help her. I have her in a revival set because she taunts, AoE taunts everybody, and doing so she takes a lot of damage back. And I have her in one raider set, and I tried to get her as many speed rolls as I could, and that is the reason why she is at 200 speed. As you can see, most of the pieces have speed rolls on it. This is a 6-star speed boot. This has speed rolls, and then of course the helmet and the chest don't have speed on them at all. So she's at 200 speed right now, and if we go ahead and ascend her, which I've been looking forward to, She's going to be at 215. That's going to be amazing. And I don't think she needs anything else after this point. I don't really care if I get any more Ascensions. Of course, the more Ascensions, the better. Going forward, they will help because she gets a lot more base defense. And then she gets 5% of health, attack, and defense. But the one that I really, really wanted was the speed, because now she can cut in and she can go before the enemy team, especially with 215 speed and especially with Winstrix's buffs, right? Winstrix puts up her nice buffs. She puts up plus 50 speed on everybody, and that takes Lunar Melt right to 265. That's going to be amazing. So that is probably it. I don't have any more copies of Marion Shadowblood. I don't have any more copies of William. Sadly, what I am thinking about doing, and I don't know if this is worth it, is using my last 2 Awaken Solar Arcanas on William. I don't think this is worth it because the health will help a little bit, but the attack will not help at all. He doesn't hit very hard. He's more of a support hero because he doesn't really do much damage. However, his trait, right, his trait is really, really good for the team, and his counterattack is amazing. Of course, his basic is amazing with the joint attack, and his ultimate is really, really good with the defense down. So he's just an amazing epic, and I will get him upgraded at some point. So there it is. I think that's going to do it for now. I have a couple of heroes left over. Nobody I really want to work on. I have Hugh. I don't know if Hugh is worth building, so I'm not going to ascend him. I have a couple of copies. The other one copy I got, I believe, is I have one more copy of Edicris. I don't know where he is, why he's not glowing, but I do have one copy of Edicris, and Edicris is amazing. I have not built him, but I've seen him in action. He is awesome. Right now, I am still struggling for some resources, but we can go ahead and level him slowly. And that's going to be really, really cool when I get him going. I think my plan with Edicris is to get a few more copies of him, and then when I get at least 2 more copies, that is going to be really good. His Ascension on his trait activates on his 8-2, so that's really good. So if I get at least 1 more copy of Edicris, I will work on building him, and I think that's going to work out really nice for me. So that is it. That's going to do it for me. What I want to do is I want to thank you for watching the video, and I want to review my legendary heroes again. Right now, I think my main pick is either Evira for Arena or Brand. I think Brand is my #1 pick right now for the Hierarchy Solar Arcana Ascension, and I want your input. So if you have somebody in mind that you see here on my list that you think I could use, that you think would benefit, do me a favor, leave me a nice comment down below. Let me know who you think I should use it on. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Doing those 2 things will help me tremendously to grow the channel. I thank you guys for watching. Leave me a nice comment. I will go through all of the comments. I'll read them, and I'll wait a little bit before I make my decision to see what the majority of you says. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.